Oh my god. Separation was the stupidest fucking movie I've seen in a while, but I think I probably saw one or two other ones. So, like I said, I wanted to do some movie reviews. I totally missed out on Godzilla vs. Kong and Mortal Kombat, but you can go on YouTube and watch so many reviews on those already. But I want to get into the swing of things of being able to talk about movies here and there. I really love horror movies, so that's what I want to do mostly. But, you know, the big budget movies, of course, I'm going to do. All these movies that are being delayed because of COVID, they're finally coming out, I want to do, of course. So, you know, let's get right into it. This is Craig Lee Lawrence Experience. Today we're going to be reviewing and discussing Separation. It just came out, I believe, this month, May 2021. Went and saw it last night, and man, it is shit. It is absolute garbage. It's a horror film, but like, I don't know what is up with just horror movies nowadays. They're not scary anymore. This movie was a possession film, and it wasn't even really a possession film. It was a haunting film, and it was just so whack. Like, the story was lame, the way the characters acted were lame, the CGI was lame. It was just a horrible movie. So I'm gonna get into the spoilers of this. So it's not even worth just like breaking it down of just what the movie was initially about. Pretty much the movie is it's a revenge tale. So you have this husband and wife. The husband is artist, cartoon artist for comic books, and he has his own comic design that he wants to do. Super cliche, wants to have his story hit the top, or wants his story that he's creating, comic book that he's creating to hit the top, but it's not that good. So he's making a little, only pocket change pretty much, drawing for like this company, and you know, he's sitting on this grand idea of his, but it's not going to go anywhere because it's not that good. But he's always putting his heart into it, always putting his heart and soul into it. So of course the wife wants to leave him because she's like, you're a deadbeat, you're not doing anything with your life, I'm going to take our daughter and like leave. Very straightforward. The beginning of the movie is pretty much them going through their divorce. They're getting divorced, and you know, the wife is just a bitch. She's just like you're worthless and you're not gonna do anything. You're never there. Blah blah blah. And like he kind of is there, but he is kind of like, he's just a lame person. You know, he's just like, he has no confidence in himself. He has no drive. He's just kind of like a empty shell of a man, just kind of drawing through life. So the movie kicks up right in the middle, about finally, you know, like 30 minutes in, and the mom's walking, and she's on the phone with them, and she's going off about how she's going to be moving states with her father, and she's going to take the daughter with her to move. Cliche, I'm never going to see my daughter again, you can't do this. And she's like, I'm going to do it. So as she's on the phone with the husband, she gets hit by a car, like legit just ran over, and you're just like, damn, you know, very like dramatic hit, really good effects for the car the car hit. Like, you know, she just gets hit, toppled over, and then they, you know, zooms in on her body, and she's very quite dead. So that's pretty much when shit hits the fan. So she's dead, and they show the funeral, and you know, things start happening right off the bat. He's like giving like his speech, and you know, she had pretty much hated him. The last thing she said was like, you know, her daughter, she's mine, so I'm gonna take her because she's mine. And then she gets hit by a car. So it's like, I don't know if it's karma for her just being a bitch, or if it's just wrong place at the wrong time. But it's kind of, you know, it's kind of implied that she was kind of a bitch, and so she's like obviously gonna come back as a malevolent spirit now. So they're at the funeral, and you sing some words, and all of a sudden, like, a candle flickers, and like there's a portrait of them, and the candle flickers on the portrait and sets the portrait on fire, and they're all standing there with their backs to the portrait, so the portrait's on fire slowly. Just the guy's face, so just the husband. It's a picture of the husband, the daughter, and the wife. Just the husband's face is getting caught on fire, and he's talking about the wife. And he's looking at this picture, and the picture is getting caught on fire, and his face is like melting, and it's just like, it's supposed to be scary, and you're just kind of like, and then someone all of a sudden, extinguishes it, and you're just kind of like, wait, did he really just watch the picture slowly catch on fire? instead of putting the fire out while he was talking to his family about his dead wife, their dead daughter, and he's just kind of letting a fire happen in the house while his daughter's like playing in the room. Like, obviously the father is like a shitty character. He's a shitty person, or just a really badly written character. So after that's extinguished and everyone realizes that, oh my god, your painting was on fire. I'm glad we're okay, but we didn't really care. He goes home, and they go home, and they start noticing, like, little things happen around the house, and it turns out that the mom is like haunting the house because she wants like him to leave the daughter alone. You think it's assumed, right? He has this weird dream where in the trailer it's like this weird mine. He's wearing like a prison shirt, and he's doing these weird, scary exorcism backwards crawl shit that's supposed to be scary, and it's just not. It's like crawling up to him, it's like all crackly and like all freaky, and he's just like watching it like crawl up to him, and he's like, oh no, and it like gets right up on him. He's like, oh god, I'm gonna die. I can't. I mean, if I was that guy, I'd be like, you fucking just I'm taking pictures off the wall, breaking the stair legs. There's like the way the staircase is. It's like, it's got the posts, and you can, when you go up the stairs, you walk around the layout of the house. I'd be breaking posts and smacking that mother. I would not let him near me or my daughter. Like, his daughter's in the house. Turns out to be a dream though, but such a bad scene. It's just, it's so bad. So, that was one of the big things that happens, where you're just like, oh my god, this is supposed to be a horror movie, but even the characters in the movie aren't scared. He's just like, oh no, there's nothing for me to do. The script says not to move. Yeah, it's pretty weird, pretty whack. So after that, a couple other like ghostly things happen. The daughter's like talking to her imaginary friend. She has a doll that the mom gave her, and the doll is like got the spirit in it somehow. I forgot how the spirit gets in the doll, but the spirit's in the doll. So then the mom starts finally appearing, and she appears as this tall woman with like this old grandma like mask, which is supposed to be the doll. Super bad. It's not scary. He has this family friend, this girl, and pretty much, so here's the spoiler of the film. The family friend is actually the one that killed the wife. The family friend it was like, a crush scenario where she had a crush on the dad, and she was like, your wife tears you down, and she wanted to leave you and take your daughter, and I killed her because I wanted you to be happy. I killed her because I did it for you and your daughter, because she was sucking the life out of you, and I always wanted to bring you up, because she's always like saying, you're gonna be fine, your drawings are great, and the wife's like, you need to get a better job, you need to support us better. It's the cliche, girlfriend, that the girl that's a friend that cares about you more than your spouse does, to the point of killing your spouse. So it turns out that the spirit of the mom is actually haunting her, not the daughter, but because she is like that girl is now, the family friend is now like the babysitter for the daughter, because the wife is passed. The dad didn't know. It's just like, oh my gosh. But so that's pretty much the thick of it, is that the best friend killed the wife, and the spirit was pissed about it, so was haunting the girl, but didn't kill her. She ended up killing herself, which was pretty whack. But it's like, I don't really know. I don't even remember. I think she killed herself. Man, that movie was so bad, I can't. Anyway, so after she's dead, you assume that the haunting would stop, right? You assume that you'd be like, oh, it needed revenge. Nah. It also wanted to make the husband know that, he was a little bitch. Because she pretty much tries to kill her daughter so she can bring her to the afterlife with her, to be with her, because her daughter is hers. And the husband literally has to be like, you can't take your daughter, she's alive, she's mine now. And then she's like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. And then the dad has to like save the daughter because the daughter's gonna like go with her, and he like saves her, and they have this little montage of remembering her as a kid and like how much fun they had when she was first born, and they were happy and that they could be happy again. And then the mom pretty much just fucks off because she's like, all right, I guess I can go to heaven now. But that movie was whack. It's called Separation, okay? It was just, if you want to see a horror movie that's just funny and a movie that you can be like, you know, you take shots every time you would say, you take shots every time you would do something better than the character would have done, or something different, but ultimately better than what the character did in the movie. You just take a shot. Pretty sure you'd be pretty drunk by the end of the movie, because every mistake that the characters make in the movie is pretty like what are you doing? You know, like, oh man, yeah. So anyway, check it out, Separation. It's only probably gonna be in theaters for like the weekend because it was so bad. I went with the homie to see it, and there was literally no one else in the theater, so we sat in like the very top, and we were just talking shit the whole time because the movie was just so shit. I mean, you know, I wish I could have had drinks in there so I could just be like, this, just pour, fucking put something else on, you know, because, yeah. But anyway, it's called Separation. Check it out. Horror film. Definitely, you know, I give it a 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. The main actor guy kind of looked like Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye from Marvel. From Avengers. It kind of looked like Hawkeye, but like a discount Hawkeye. And I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been that hard to get Jeremy Renner. It would have been, the movie would have been probably a little bit better. You know, he would have actually probably been able to like hit some of these entities and creatures and ghosts and knock them out, put some sense into them. You know, I never understand it, man. If I was in that movie, if I was that character, I would have done so much different. Like I would. Oh man, I am definitely one of those black guys that would not die first, because I would be like, nah, what you're doing is stupid and you need to do this. Or instead of standing there and letting him just kill you, y'all should like sock him or like throw some kicks in there or something, you know, get some distance and fucking book it and, you know, leave the scene. But, you know, that was that. And this is this. So again, Separation, check it out. Tell me what you thought. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you thought the movie was as stupid as I thought it was. Or maybe you will really like it and be like, hey, what are you talking about, Craig? You don't even know. This movie was the shit. Yeah, check it out. Separation just came out. Again, this has been the Craig Lee Lawrence Experience. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe. Be definitely reviewing some more movies. Like I said, that's definitely an aspect I would love to add, just giving my take on them. This movie was just so bad, so I didn't even really care about really putting it into thought and like trying to put it all into a nice video. I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to tell you how it is, because halfway through this movie, we wanted to leave. And we actually did leave. We probably had like 5 or 10 minutes left in the movie after like the main climax happened with the dad saving the daughter and the mom kind of fucking off. But we just kind of left because we were like, this movie was whack, and we paid $5 for it, you know, so to see it movie night Thursday. So, you know, fuck it, check it out. Craig Lee Lawrence Experience. Thanks for watching.